Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Jake here. In today's video, I'm going to show you how to get a credit card offer sign-up bonus that will earn you about $1,000 in free hotel value. And this doesn't take a lot of time or effort, and it's not a lot of work, honestly. The card I'm referring to is the IHG Rewards Club Premier Chase card. And the current sign-up bonus for this card is 125,000 bonus points when you spend $3,000 in your first 3 months. Now, I know a lot of people are apprehensive about credit cards, and rightfully so, but what I recommend you do with these credit cards is to only spend money with them that you were going to spend anyways. That way you won't incur any debt, and that way you won't spend money you otherwise wouldn't have spent. What do I personally do? I pay my rent every month with a credit card in order to chase these sign-up bonuses. Now, this credit card is spend $3,000 in 3 months. My rent is about $1,000 a month. It's very easy for me to get this sign-up bonus of 125,000 points. And I think you could too with either a car payment or a mortgage payment or tuition payments. There's a service called Plastiq that makes this very easy. If you go on my channel, you can find a tutorial video I made about how to do that, and I'll leave a link down below. Now, you might be asking yourself, who is IHG? And IHG stands for the InterContinental Hotel Group, and it includes these 10 or so well-known chains of hotels. InterContinental and the Kimpton being the most luxury or famous. However, there's a lot of mainstream common hotels that you'll find across the country, such as Holiday Inn, Candlewood Suites, Staybridges, or Atwell. Usually for the military, I'm traveling cross-country. I'm stationed currently in North Dakota, and it's nearly impossible to drive anywhere useful in a day. So I'm always having to overnight in these hotels in the middle of nowhere, and I'd much rather stay at these places for free using points after I get this card. So the sign-up bonus actually has 3 parts. The first one I already explained, 125,000 bonus points after spending $3,000 in 3 months. But there's 2 more parts. The first one is you get 40x points per dollar spent at an IHG hotel for the first 12 months. Normally, it gives you a 15x bonus, but this one for this year is 40, which is nice if you plan on staying at any Holiday Inns or wherever in the next year. You'll get a couple extra points back. In addition, you earn 4x points per dollar on all other purchases for the first 12 months. We're going to talk about that a little bit later because that is also very interesting. Now, you do need to note this card does have an annual fee, but the benefits of this card greatly offset that cost, and once again, we'll cover that in a second. And you might be asking yourself, 125,000 points, Jake, that's a lot of points. What exactly is that worth? And you can just do a search of your local area. If you go on IHG's website, you can do a search to kind of get a gauge of what hotels are in the area and what are their point values. I just did a search for Minot because that's where I currently live. And there's a Staybridges, a Candlewood, and a Holiday Inn Express in my town. And I just clicked on the first one, the Staybridge Suites. And you can get a hotel room there, a queen non-smoking, for 15,000 points, which has roughly $108 worth of value. But then you have to factor in taxes. So just say it's 10 to 15% higher of whatever the website price is. So one night at a Staybridges in Minot will cost you $120 or 15,000 points. If you do a little math, divide 120 by 15,000, you get the dollar per point conversion rate, which is 0.008. That means it's slightly less than 1 cent per point. It's almost 1 cent. It's 0.8 of a cent actually. So if you multiply that by the 125,000 point sign-up bonus, it comes out to an even $1,000. So once again, if you spend $3,000 on this credit card in 3 months, they then just give you $1,000 worth of hotel value, staying wherever you want. Something to note is you can actually purchase hotel rooms at a mixed rate. So you can do, for example, 5,000 points and $72, 10,000 points and $45. You got to do the math on whether it's worth it. I did the math, and if you do 72, which is the cost difference, divided by the conversion rate, you get about 9,000 points. So they're giving you 10,000 points in value, and you basically had to purchase an additional 9,000 points to get that mixed rate. So when you multiply that by 0.008, you saved $8. It's up to you if that's worth it or if you just want to do entirely with points. Now we can do another example at a much higher end place. For example, this place. This is the InterContinental Hotel in Paris, Le Pen, and this is one of the nicest, fanciest hotels in the world. And to get a hotel room here, a one-bed executive room is over $500 a night. And you can switch to points and say, what does it cost in points to get this room? And if you factor in the taxes, it's probably about $560 a night or 70,000 points. Take 560 and divide it by 70,000 and you get that same conversion rate of $0.008 per points. Once again, 125,000 points comes out to be about $1,000. So if you think about it, if you get this credit card and spend $3,000 in 3 months, you would get 2 free nights at the InterContinental Hotel in Paris, averaging almost $500 a night. Pretty impressive. Likewise, there's a sliding scale of using points versus additional dollars. I did the math, and by doing 50,000 points at $139, you're saving 24 bucks. It's up to you, once again, if that's worth it. As soon as you start paying money, though, you have to start paying taxes. What's really nice about these points is when you use points, you're not paying any taxes on the room. It's tax-free if you're using reward points. The next thing to consider is that you're not actually getting only 125,000 points when you get this card. When you spend that $3,000 in 3 months, you're earning 4x points per every dollar. So if I just use this card to pay my rent and I spend $3,000, there's a 4x multiplier for the first year. I'm going to earn an additional 12,000 points. 125 plus 12, I'm actually getting 137,000 points. So you can add $96. I'm getting basically $196 worth of value. The next important part of this card to consider is the anniversary free nights. How does this work? After 12 months, you're going to have to pay that $89 annual fee. However, you get a free anniversary night. And you can use this at any IHG property up to 40,000 points. Now, you might be asking, what can you get for 40,000 points? You can stay at either a really nice hotel in an inexpensive city or an inexpensive hotel in a nice city, and I'll explain where these medium categories fall in. The first one is the InterContinental in Bangkok, and this is a very nice luxury hotel, but Thailand is a little bit cheaper than the rest of the world. So if you go on their website, you can get a night in this hotel for 40,000 points. And a night otherwise would have cost you around $200. So you pay this $89 annual fee to have this card, and they're giving you almost $200 worth of value in hotel stays. The next example is the Waikiki Holiday Inn. I found this picture on Google Images. It looks like a lot of fun. And if you go on their website, once again, there's a sliding scale, but for 40,000 points, it's about a $170 value. So you're paying an $89 fee, you're getting $170 worth of value. Another important thing to remember is when you get this card, they actually give you Platinum Elite status with their hotel group. So when you check in and you use your reward number, they know who you are. And being a Platinum member is really cool because you're more likely to get perks at the hotel. They'll either give you late checkout, early check-in. They're often going to upgrade you to a better suite if one is available. You'll also often get free breakfast in the morning if one is not automatically included with the room. So I hope I did a good job of explaining this, and you might be asking why. Why is this hotel group sponsoring this credit card with Chase and then just hemorrhaging value? You know, giving out $1,000, because spending $3,000 in 3 months is not that hard. And I think the reason why is because this is essentially advertising to build a loyal customer base to get them into their hotel chains. They just want you staying with their hotel partners and then having you become familiar and comfortable with their network, and then you're more likely to stay. And you're more likely to stay again and stay longer when the points run out. When you think about these large companies, they spend millions of dollars on advertising, either television commercials or, Google ads. In my opinion, giving people $1,000 worth of hotel value when they sign up for their club card is a much better use of advertising dollars in order to build a more loyal customer base. Last note, guys, is that this card has this promotional offer and it's only available probably through September 2019. They never tell you when they're going to end the offer. So if you're watching this and it's already expired, you might want to wait to get this card until they offer a higher new sign-up bonus. They usually have one of these promotions once a year. But if you're watching this and it's current, then I highly recommend you get this card. Okay guys, that's all I have for you today. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up so other people can find it. In addition, consider subscribing to my channel. I post weekly about military and finance topics. And if you have any questions about this card or any questions about credit cards in general, I've done a lot of research because it's becoming my new favorite hobby. So leave me a comment or a question down below and I will get back to you. Until the next video, take care.